Hey friends, and welcome to my series on how to use Docker. In today's video you'll learn how to Dockerize a Django based application. In future videos I'll be showing you how to publish these containers into a registry and how to deploy them. So hit that subscribe button and let's get going. Before we begin, make sure you have Docker, Python and Django installed on your machine. The links for this are in the description below. We'll start by creating an example Django project. Let's use Django admin to generate an example application. Next, we'll run the necessary migrations for our fresh project and check everything's working as it should be. Okay, so now we have a Django app to work with. In order to serve our app within the container, we can use a number of different methods. But for the purposes of this tutorial, we'll use the official Python image with Python 3.11. Let's create a requirements.txt file and add UWSGI in Django. Next, we'll need to create a Dockerfile for our project. The Dockerfile is a text file that contains all the necessary commands to assemble our Docker image. In order to keep the size of our image down and prevent any security concerns, we're going to build our container using multi-stage builds. Each command you issue in a Dockerfile creates a layer which becomes part of the resulting container. To prevent this from happening, we're going to build everything we need in one stage and then copy this into a new clean container. The from instruction tells Docker which base image we want to build from, so we'll specify the Python image and fix the version at 3.11. Next, we'll update our container and add a few build dependencies. You can add any extra system dependencies your project needs here. We'll specify a work dir which is used to define the working directory, and we'll create a new virtual environment. Next, we'll copy in our requirements.txt and install our project's dependencies using pip. This is where the next stage of our build comes in. We're going to specify a new from directive and add an unprivileged user for UWSGI. We'll specify a working directory, copy our virtual environment and all of our source files into this container. Finally, we want to expose a port on our container and start UWSGI. Okay, so now we've completed our simple Docker file, we can build it with Docker build. To make it simpler to run, we'll also tag the container. We'll use our tag name to run the container locally. The P flag tells the Docker daemon to port forward a port on our host machine to the container so we can access this externally, in this case port 8001. And there we go. In this series I'll be outlining how to publish this image to an external repository and how to deploy it in various places. Please consider subscribing and giving this a like. Keep learning, stay consistent and above all keep coding. Thank you so much for watching, until next time.